Welcome to 5th grade.
Hi, Miss Severson, and all 3 5th grade teachers will be doing your back to school slideshow here because at some point we're going to have your kids. A little bit about me. I was born and raised in Colorado Springs. I have 2 children. Joseph is 19. He attends Pikes Peak Community College, and my daughter Lindsay is 17 and a senior in high school. I'm engaged to Ray. I received my bachelor's of communications degree from UCCS and my master's degree in elementary education from the University of Phoenix. This is my 12th year of teaching, and my hobbies include hiking, camping, gardening, and motorcycle riding. This is my children, Joseph and Lindsay, and myself in Estes Park. Joseph and Lindsay, and my fiance Ray.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Cronmiller. I was born and raised in Kearney, Nebraska. I have 2 children, Rachel, who is 7 and in 2nd grade, and Isla, who is 3. I graduated from the University of Notre Dame with a degree in sociology, and then I attended the University of Arizona to get my master's in elementary education. I've been teaching for 14 years, and I've been married to my husband, Kyle, for 11. I also enjoy hiking, biking, camping, and of course, reading. This is a picture of my husband, Kyle, and daughter, Rachel. This is Isla. And here is Rachel on her first day of kindergarten.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Talbert. I was born and raised in Orange County, California. Come from a large family and one of 8 kids. I married my high school sweetheart, Doug, and we've been married for 30 years. We have one daughter, Rebecca, who's in her 6th year teaching kindergarten. We moved to Colorado Springs 12 years ago. This is my 29th year of teaching. I graduated from Long Beach State University, where I received my bachelor's degree in communications and also my teaching credential from Concordia University in Irvine, and that's where I received my master's as well. I live in the Chipeta neighborhood, and my hobbies include bike riding, walking, and hiking. Here's a picture of our family as we love the great outdoors. Here's a picture of my husband, Doug, and Rebecca and I as we were all hiking in Spruce Mountain. And this is my daughter enjoying her kindergarten students in Whitefield District. Here is the schedule of all 3 5th grade classes. We begin our day with our morning meeting from 8 o'clock to 8:25. We then transition into math for the next hour. We go to recess, and we have recess until 9:40. From there, we come in and we have our literacy block, which includes reading and writing. After our literacy block, we attend Walk to Read, and the students will then go at 12:05 to their recess first and then their lunches. At 12:35, the students will either go to their science class, their social studies class, or their science social studies enrichment class. Ms. Severson teaches the science, Mrs. Talbert teaches the social studies, and Mrs. Cronmiller teaches the enrichment combo. On Wednesday and Fridays, your child again will go to band or orchestra. From 1:40 is our specials class, and they will attend their specials until 2:30 when the bell rings and students are dismissed. In writing class this year, students will be exposed to a variety of genres. We'll begin our year with constructive responses. We'll then move into the genre of narrative writing and then move into historical narrative writing. The historical writing will be research-based expository writing as well. After that, we'll work on informational writing, opinion writing, and persuasive writing. Each of the writing genres begin with a template, and we'll end with the student-assessed checklist. What we look for in writing is ideas and content, organization, sentence fluency, conventions, author's voice, word choice, presentations, and projects. Our grammar unit of study will naturally be embedded in their writing. Writing classes begin with a 10 to 15-minute mini lesson each day, and then conferences will occur throughout each day with each of the students.
In reading class this year, students will be doing a lot of work in small groups. We are going to start with the Wonders curriculum and move into more novel studies. Most days, students will be given 20 to 30 minutes of reading during the school day. The expectation for homework is to read 30 minutes every night. It is beneficial for all students to spend some time reading aloud to work on fluency and expression. We will do AR in 5th grade this year. The end of the year goal is 120 points. That breaks it down into 30 points a quarter and 16 points per month. At the end of each month, we will have an AR celebration for all of the students who have reached their AR goal for that month. Battle of the Books will begin in October, but we encourage students to start reading those books now. Walk to Read will be this year from 11:30 to 12 o'clock. During Walk to Read, the groups will be very flexible and based on skills that the students need to improve on. Some students may travel to a different classroom, and Walk to Read will be on Monday through Thursday.
The units of study for math include addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of fractions and decimals with application to the real world, along with graphing, data charting, and geometry. It is important that students master with fluency their multiplication and division facts. In math, we encourage students to work on corrections for mastery. Their student activity book acts as their resource book. The student activity book should come home every day with students along with their homework and remembering book. We will be doing ST Math this year. Each class will be in the lab once a week, and ST Math will be homework at least once a week with a goal of 3% per week growth. There will be more information to come on Homework Club. In science this year, our 3 units of study are chemical mixtures, body systems, and landforms, with sub-units in weather and energy. And Mrs. Cronmiller and Mrs. Saberson will be teaching those units of study.
Mrs. Talbert teaches the Social Studies unit, and we begin with the history of the United States through modern times. Our first unit of study is World Geography, and then we transition into European explorers, the early colonization of the Americas. We then go into the Revolutionary War, which takes us to the birth of the United States government, and we review the documents of the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and all of the amendments, and we end our year with mock trials and the debates. Expectations for 5th grade are that students should be in their seats and ready to go on time at 8 a.m. Any arrival this year after 8:30 is considered a half-day absence. Students are responsible to meet with all teachers for makeup work whenever they are absent and whenever they are expecting to be absent. Students are also responsible to have their homework complete and ready to go. Office 365 is a great place to access work when home ill and students are feeling up to working. All writing work is saved in the 365 location and can be worked on at home and improved upon so that the students come back ready to go for their next day.
Students are encouraged to bring a snack to school, but please make sure it is not their breakfast, meaning before they arrive at school, they should have a good, healthy, substantial breakfast. All snacks should be nutritional and healthy. Examples would be any fruits, vegetables, hard-boiled eggs that are pre-peeled. It's important for students to start reading the label. And if students choose to bring a water bottle, which again we encourage, especially in these first few weeks of school when it is incredibly hot, please make sure that it is filled with water only. We do love to celebrate birthdays with your children. So if students choose to bring a birthday treat, please make sure that it is individually wrapped and ready to pass out. We usually take care of that at the end of the day, and a lot of our days are jam-packed with activities.
Other miscellaneous things you might need to know. We will be doing a 5th grade newsletter that will be mailed out from each of the 5th grade teachers each Friday. Please be sure that you read the information in the email, as it will include a lot of information and answer many questions that you may have. This will include AR weekly goals and GG expectations. The expectation is that there is 30 minutes of reading from students each night, including the weekends. There is 60 minutes of homework on average each night. That includes reading and math with possible science and writing. Appointments are best to be made in the afternoon, as it will not interfere with a lot of our core teaching time. Again, Office 365 is our primary location for keeping information for students writing, and we encourage students to have good hygiene in 5th grade. This would include deodorant use.
Students will be participating in Apex again this year. The kickoff will be the Tuesday after Labor Day with the fun run on Thursday, September 12th. We do not know the time yet, but we do encourage parents to come and support their children during the run. We use the money from Apex to restock our books in our classroom library. We also use it for extended learning opportunities. For example, we have many in-class field trips, Colorado Springs Utility, weather class, and a trauma presentation. The money from Apex also helps pay for the High Trails buses.
Some additional learning experiences for your child this year will include High Trails. This is a 3-day camp that is always a 5th grade favorite. Your student will attend camp during the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, first week of April 1st through April 3rd. We will have a very important parent informational meeting the 3rd week in January. 5th graders also get to travel to Skate City during the 4th quarter, where the whole Skate City property is shut down just to our Chipeta 5th graders. Some of the in-class learning opportunities will include a trauma interactive experience. Colorado Springs Utility will come and give a water and weather presentation, and then we will also have a weatherman from Channel 11 visit the school. During 4th quarter, to coordinate with our Revolutionary War activities, we will have a day that is just the Revolutionary War Day. This will include the Daughters of the Revolution and the Sons of the Revolution, who will come and give examples such as period dress, daily life. They will go over the food and etiquette and the chores of anyone who was living during this time period. The Sons of the Revolution will show some field experience, and students will have a hands-on opportunity to touch some of the things that were carried in their pouches. We will conclude our day with a Revolutionary War ball. This will take place from about 12:30 to 2:30, and we highly, highly recommend students get costumes, and we'll send lots of information as the year progresses about how to either make a costume or where to rent a costume.
If you have any questions or concerns, please contact us through email. Remember that Ms. Severson teaches science, Mrs. Cronmiller teaches science and social studies in Richmond, and Mrs. Talbert is social studies. Please try not to call our classroom, especially during instruction time, as we cannot answer and we are really poor at getting our messages. And remember, check Friday emails.
We are so thrilled to be partnering with you this year. We are already having a fantastic year, and your child is going to have a blast this year in 5th grade.
Thank you for watching our presentation.